So people ask me how long I've been making jewelry. So there's a little family history to that. Um, I am not related to the Tiffany who started the jewelry company. I'm related to the brother Dale Tiffany who started the lamp company. Okay, so I'm not supposed to be a jeweler. I'm supposed to be into stained glass. And I tried that. And in the sixth grade, I was making a sun catcher, a ballerina, and I was breaking the piece of glass, and um, and I accidentally slit my wrist, and was too ashamed to be the one in the family to do that. So grabbed a turpentine cloth and covered it. So anyway, I wasn't that crazy about doing stained glass after that, and started to secretly explore the world of jewelry design and jewelry making. But more than that, my family is just full of weavers. I still have great grandma Schweitzer's things. Some of them. This hangs on my wall in the dining room, and this dates back to 1881. And this is so precious. This is her sample book of her crochet samples, and I'm aching to kind of take a few of these out and weave her crochet sample with my leather weaving, and maybe drop the pearls down. I don't know. It would be sacrilege to take something out of this beautiful sample book, but I mean these are some of the things that I still have from my great grandma Schweitzer. And then, Nana needle pointed. Nana's actually the one who taught me to needle point. And this is my mother's handiwork that she made when she was pregnant with my little brother, Michael. And I, of course, started macrame when I lived on a sailboat. My dad is a sailor, fighter pilot. You're all around Boy Scout. And so he taught me to tie knots at a very early age. And when we lived on a sailboat in the Bahamas, there was not a whole lot to do. And so I had all kinds of craft books and art books, and we had the instruments. And I would tie the cord over the doorknob on the cabin doors. And I would sit and I would macrame plant holders, and I would macrame the butterfly shells that we would find on the different islands into the project. And so that's kind of how I got started with that. I remember I was in a macrame class once, a weaving class, and we were making these Santas, and my knots were perfect. And so my Santa was very straight and straight down, and I was much farther along than any of the other girls in the class, and their knots were quite messy and loose. And the teacher was helping all of them because they couldn't do it, and I was way far along in the project. So when she got to me, she about had a heart attack that my knots were so tight that my Santa just did not look like a Santa at all. It was just way too geometric, and she was very upset and tried to loosen up the knots. And I mean, I was about to burst into tears because obviously I had done it wrong. And I wish that teacher could see me now with really great knots in my designs, and how much I love to make jewelry, and how I measure the clasps perfectly so that the pearls fit in just right. And anyway, sorry, a little revenge going on right here. But anyway, I guess that is how I got into weaving, and how my life as a jeweler started. Don't tell the other side of the family.